There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cowboys will put total leather and we'll get started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to take a shot. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Beck. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Sowell. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down 7. The Cyclones are on the move.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Sowell. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Dropping back, it's Beck. Catch in the middle, it's Sowell. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. From the gun. It's complete to the left. He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. Power football with the run. There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking for room, it's Hansen.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cyclones want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted, still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not.
Turning it on! And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hansen. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
This place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Back to throw, it's Beck. They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Uncorks one to the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Give to the running back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Rushes on him. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Dances away. Throwing on the run. Got it inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cowboys!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you've got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Scanning the field, it's Beck. The screen, and watch out. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Oh, they're after him. Lost, the defense is wide open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It is deafening in here. The panel people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Sauer. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Trying play action. The throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Quarterback may change this route. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They kick it away on fourth down. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Safe completion on the screen. Turning on the Jets. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Green. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's going. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes one. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Trying to set the tone with the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Wide open spaces. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
To the air, it's Beck. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Wide open downfield. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cyclones! Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have been.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Looking deep. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Going to the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. He's loose. It's a running room. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And the Cowboys are threatening on 1st and goal.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Let's it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
The Cyclones send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. And bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Green 25.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. They want to throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The option look. He'll pitch it. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. And the Cyclones moving quickly to the line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Townsend. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Shoots his way for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning him here to save some clock.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down with it.
Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. He's got him this time. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Iowa State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. It's a seam wide open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. Worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
He wants a big play here late. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, 1st down and more. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Here's a 1st down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's on. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Cowboys are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Under fire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys, so this is a big win today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.